Welcome back on Cap and J Hood. Coach Matt Eberflus is with us, and he will be with us the day after every game throughout the season, and we look forward to a fun 2023 campaign. Coach, good morning. Welcome to Cap and J Hood. How excited are you? It matters on Sunday.
Good morning, fellas. How you doing today?
We're doing great, man.
Great.
Fired up to have you.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. And, of course, we're excited. I know the Bears fans are excited about Sunday, and we're looking forward to kicking this season off the right way. And our guys are in the preparation mode right now, and we're getting ready for our Wednesday practice coming up here shortly.
Coach, what's the difference between the opener against the Packers and other games on your schedule for your ball club?
Well, it's just an exciting time. You get to be able to play your rival, that's close by, and it's obviously the history and tradition of this rivalry is unmatched, unparalleled, and we're excited about kicking it off.
Coach, when you look at your offensive line, everything you've always talked about starts up front offensively, and it starts on the interior defensively. What is the health status of the offensive line? There's been a lot of concern over Nate Davis and Darnell Wright's ankle, and obviously Tevin is out. So can you give us a health update offensive line-wise?
Yeah, we feel real good where everybody is right now. Nate came back, and he's on track for being in there. So we feel great about that. Cody's obviously inside there as well. Lucas Patrick's going to be inside there. So we'll look at it on Wednesday as we go. And, Darnell's been back for quite some time now, and he's healthy. And Braxton has been there the whole time. He's been our Iron Man for the training camp. But yeah, we like where those five guys are, and looking forward to continuing to work on that continuity this week.
Coach, one of my concerns about the ball club this year, and probably yours as well, is just trying to get to the quarterback and try to make it difficult for the opposition. So, besides your hits principle, what are the keys to an effective defense for the season for this Bears team?
Yeah, it's really about just doing our jobs, being where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there. And that's really what execution is, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing it the right way, inside the hits principle, but really about generating some pass rush. That's why we signed Yannick. We got, Walker over there. We got some young players inside, along with, Jones inside there as well. And we want to create pressure with our front four. And guys have been working really hard at that. And we'll see where that is.
Coach, in terms of the backup quarterback, Tyson Bagent makes the roster. It was somebody you guys fell in love with at the Senior Bowl. He had a really outstanding training camp and preseason. So if, heaven forbid, you had to go to your backup early in the game Sunday, is he the guy you turn to?
Yeah, we're still looking at that and evaluating that, but we certainly love where Tyson is. And as you stated, he had an excellent training camp. And, he's got a lot of good things going for him in terms of his confidence, his accuracy, his decision-making, his poise in the pocket. So we're excited about developing that young man and seeing where it goes.
Coach, you can – nobody else is listening. You could tell us, is he the two or is it Peterman? You could just share that with us.
Yeah, we'll make that decision as we go here during the week. But certainly love Nate and love Tyson where they are. And we're certainly happy to have both those guys.
Coach, give us something about Justin Fields that we don't know. We know him on the field. We know what kind of leader he is just based on talking to him. Is there something that we need to know about Fields that the fans should know?
I would just say that, just know that your QB1 is working his tail off to get better every single day. He's the first guy in, the last guy to leave, and he's been working, throughout the entire offseason, in the building, on the field, and, the new guys that he has to throw to this year, and he's certainly excited about that as well.
Coach, looking at the defensive line and you being a defensive guy who had a lot of success in your career, you're asking young players in that interior, whether it's Jervon Dexter or other guys like that, what is the key to getting them up and running? I mean, from the get-go, because that Green Bay team can run the football.
Yeah, I would just say this, that, we believe in our process. We draft talented and young players, and we believe in putting them in there and making sure that we coach them up and develop those guys. And as you saw last year, we played, obviously the the rookie snaps were way up for us in the league, and again, that'll be the case this year because Tyreek Stevenson's going to play. Those two D tackles are going to play. Noah's going to get some time. We're going to play, Tyler Scott. Obviously Darnell Wright's going to play. So we still have a very young football team, with our guys that we drafted last year and this year. But we're going to put them in there and develop them to be a fast and physical football team.
So let's talk about measuring success this season. We talked to Matt Eberflus, the head coach for the Chicago Bears on the home of the Bears, ESPN 1000, on Cap and Jay Hood. Coach, measuring success this season, you go from 3 wins to, and again, we're going to find out this season, but how do you measure success? If you're able to do blank, what will be a successful season for you?
Yeah, to me, it's about bringing the team together. When you bring the team together with all the free agents that we have, signed and acquired this offseason, along with the last 2 draft classes, to me, it's about bringing them together. And what does that mean? That means you play fast, you play physical, you execute, and we're going to do that at a high rate. And when you do that and you focus on the cycle of the snap, one play at a time, good things will happen. And really, for us, it's about improving in our situations too, right? We got to improve on the third downs in the red zone, our scoring, both sides of the ball, the passing efficiency on both sides of the ball. So there's a lot of little metrics that you can look at, but really it's about bringing the guys together to play as one.
It's one thing to be able to have a job like this, very few in the National Football League being a head coach, but can you tell us what you've learned about yourself as a head coach going into year 2?
Yeah, when you become the head coach, you spend a lot of time on things other than football sometimes, and you have to be able to manage that. So you keep the main thing, which is football. And I think that's the most important thing that you have. And we certainly use everybody in the building to help with that job, in terms of, if it's PR, if it's, community relations, if it's, working with the staff. And the guys in the building that we lean on have done a great job with that.
Cap, I think he's talking about us. I think you took a subtle shot at us. We're keeping him away from film and football, and this is one of those things, right? It's us.
You guys are helping me do that, so you guys do a great job.
This is his way to hide for 10 minutes at least.
Exactly. Right. Don't bother him. He's on the radio right now. Coach, Jaquan Brisker said he is so fired up to play Green Bay. 2-part question. A, how healthy is Jaquan Brisker? Is he going on Sunday? And B, does it feel different in the building because it is the Packers? Because it certainly does to the fan base.
Yeah, part A, I would say that Jaquan had a really good weekend, in terms of his running and his rehab that he's going through, and looked really good yesterday as well. So he's on track, and we feel we'll know a lot more on Wednesday as we go through our padded practice. But we feel really good where he is right now. And then really, to me, it's about the excitement of starting the season. But when you get to start it against Green Bay, I think that's special. And this is a special time to be a Bear. We're starting a new season, 2023 season, and we're looking forward to it.
I want to ask, when you turn on the film and you see the Green Bay Packers, what do you see on film from them?
Yeah, the preseason, you looked at a lot of those things because obviously the new quarterback and the new people that they have on their team, and they're doing well. They're a good football team. They're well coached. They've acquired good skill over the years. They certainly have a lot of high draft picks on that defense, and they got a couple of new receivers, a couple of new tight ends. So they're a young football team as well. And but I just see a well coached team.
Coach, last thing, and we'll let you go. How do you stay locked in one play mentality, but you're trying to dream big and turn something, 3 wins to wherever? How do you balance those two things?
Yeah, in this business, you have to be where your feet are. I know that's coach talk, but it really is. You have to be here one day at a time, and one practice at a time to just have those small increments of improvement during the course. And we're just looking really at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday for our preparation to get ready to go for this game.
All right, Coach, have a good week at practice. We will talk to you next Monday, hopefully after a Green Bay Bears game that is great for Bears fans.
All right, well, I appreciate the fans, and I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Coach, good luck.